Hi, this is Victoria again, Victoria with Love on YouTube, creator of the American Christmas Party, theamericanchristmasparty.com. Don't forget the americanchristmasparty.com website is brand new. Uh, there is a lot of work to be done. So, I've been making videos tonight, and I've made them all in one night. We don't have streaming. The videos are dark like a radio station or whatever. So do your own thing and listen, but please do listen. Okay, so the next topic that I'm going to address, and I am addressing some topics in my videos, but they're not all inclusive by any means. I've got a lot to say and probably a lot to add to them all, just so that you know. But this is going to be a topic about Barry Soetoro and the American president, or the president, what is supposed to be a president of the United States. So, bottom line and facts are, Barry Soetoro is not an American president. If he was an American president, he would be a legal citizen of the United States of America, and he would have a birth certificate to prove it that's legitimate and legal. He does not. He does not, to my knowledge, have a Social Security card. To my knowledge, the Social Security card, it belonged to a dead person. Um, the First Lady, America is missing a First Lady in the White House. It's a Michael Robinson. And if we are to believe that we have a First Lady in the White House, we need to have a medical examination. And we need to demand that so that we do know whether or not we're dealing with a Michelle, supposedly Obama. I don't believe that's a legal name, but it could be, but I don't think it is. And or whether we're dealing with a Michael Robinson. And I believe at this point, it's my conviction that we're dealing with two men in the White House, one being Barry Soetoro and one being Michael Robinson. As far as Barry Soetoro and the racist, quote unquote, racist uh, terminology, I think that's a real clicky word. I mean, I think people love that word racist. I think they throw it around, just throw it around. I mean, I think they enjoy it and love it. Let's talk about Barry Soetoro. As far as I know, he's equal part white, Caucasian, whatever you want to say, uh, equal part white and equal part black. I believe he was born in Kenya, no, definitely not Hawaii. The lady that worked at the health department in Hawaii, her name's right on the tip of my tongue, and I can't think of it, but it is on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, she was killed in an airplane accident, and I think if you look that up, she was probably the only person killed in that airplane accident. But a lot of people have come up dead, and they're coming up dead for speaking out, I guess, or for having information. It's common. I mean, it happens. I mean, if you know something or you speak out or you rub somebody the wrong way, you come up dead. So she came up dead. So she evidently was the one that verified his birth certificate, and she came up dead. Well, she knew, they knew that she could come around and say, "Oh no, I made a mistake or I was wrong or whatever." So, but she can't do that now because she isn't alive to do that. But, we have minds. We have a thought system in our heads, and some of us have a logical thought system, but if you're born in the United States, I was born in the United States. I have a birth certificate. I could come up with that real easy, and it's a very legal birth certificate. I have a Social Security number. It's not a dead person's Social Security number. It's a real Social Security number that belongs to me. I've never tried to use anybody else's Social Security number or ID. I've never, never, thoughts like that don't occur to normal people. It only occurs to criminals, and criminals do things that they wouldn't otherwise do because That's what a criminal is. A criminal is anti-law, anti-legal, anti whatever it is that, that the law says you have to do. So Barry Soetoro is not just a black person. He's not a black president. He's not a president at all until he can prove otherwise. And Michael Robinson is not a first lady until she can prove otherwise. It would take both of them need to prove. They both, as two people living in the White House, need to prove who they are. They need to prove their identities. If Michael Robinson can prove that that's actually a Michelle and there's actually a vagina instead of a penis in that blue-green dress, then fine, that's great. We're not out to say blanketly that that can't be. We just, but there's two people in the White House that need to prove identity, and not just one. And Barry Soetoro is not a black president. If he were a legal president, let's just say, if he were really and truly the president of the United States, he's not just the first black president. He's half black. He's half white. He's equal white, equal black. You can't speak to the black and you can't speak to the white. He was not raised around black people that I'm aware of. Uh, in studying, I was given the impression he was raised by a white side of the family, in the white uh, side of his family. At this point, I don't know. And sometimes, other than the fact that the United States of America is what the underlying importance is, Barry Soetoro is not the important thing here. The only thing that's important is the United States and her name and her reputation and um, her success as a nation. That's what's important. Not Barry Soetoro, not Michael Robinson. And I agree with the school kids that told Michael Robinson, by the way, to take your school lunches and shove it. If you were trying to push that stuff down my kid's throat, I'd be hopping mad. But my kids are older than that now, so I don't have to worry about it. But I certainly wouldn't put up with it as a parent. But anyway, let's get back on topic. So there's two people in the White House that need to prove identity. Neither one of them can do that. I believe they can't. I believe one of them is a full black person, Michael Robinson, but Barry Soetoro, the one that's claiming to be a president of the United States, that truly is not a legal or rightful president of the United States until proven otherwise. And I know that he can't prove that, so I don't have any problem saying that because I know he can't prove that. Um, that's it's foolishness is what it is. It's foolishness as far as he's concerned. It's treason as far as a citizen that's actually perpetrating this against the American people, we the people of the United States of America, we the people of the United States of America. Whoever is a citizen in government, in a position of trust, that is high treason against the United States of America, the Constitution, and the people of the United States of America. Now, it's your responsibility to remove him because he's not legal. It's your responsibility to make sure that the American people are represented legally and properly and morally and constitutionally, above all else, constitutionally. It's your responsibility. Anyone that has taken an oath that says that you defend America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that is a foreign and domestic enemy both, and you need to keep your oath and remove him. As far as Michael Robinson, until otherwise proven, that is a man. There are two men in the White House. And that's what I want to say. Racism is foolishness in this race game to the first black president. He's not the first black president. He's half white. He's half and half, and he's not a legal president. Let's get a real black president in there, one that'll really do the job, and one that's all black, and one that is a United States citizen. Then we can celebrate and we can say, great, hurrah. Okay, thank you.